So, Activision Blizzard officially ended the Overwatch League.
Bravo.
You did it. You finally cut the head off the Hydra. Apparently, I mean, it's been in shambles for literally years, and they also had to pay 20 teams a total, like, a overall total of 120 million. So, like, I guess it's like breaking contract in some way.
That they canceled it?
Yeah. So, like, 'cause they canceled on their terms. I don't know how the agreement works out, but basically, okay. So it says here, 12 founding teams bought in for 20 million apiece in an inaugural season, followed by 8 more teams later for 35 to 60 million each. Damn. Each team was supposed to be based in a city and build its own esports stadium, but the 2020 pandemic threw a wrench in things, as did the difficulty of monetizing matches fans that could stream online for free. That's true. Although I don't know how League of Legends does it then, but or really any.
Riot's just so rich. I mean, they just do
Riot
whatever
is
they
rich.
want.
That's how they do it. Plus with like I know that the OWL had sponsorships and stuff, but I mean, you hop onto a Riot one, you got like DoorDash or
Literal Red
Secret
Bull,
Labs or
right.
You know, like all these
Adam
super.
and Eve.
Not yet, but could you imagine?
The Reinhardt butt plug, he's just like,
Yeah. Heroes come together.
Oh yeah, I guess that's another reason, and it will circle into another topic later. Microsoft seemed unlikely to pour even more money into the OWL.
Oh right. Yeah.
After its $69 billion acquisition went through last month. So they bought it for what, 69 billion, and then are like,
yeah,
this is as good as it's gonna get. Where's our money? No, done.
Well, I mean, they gotta. If they see it as a stinker, I don't. You know, I can understand from Microsoft perspective why they don't want to continue it, but on the other hand, Overwatch is still pretty huge, so I feel like if anyone could have fixed it, I guess Microsoft could have.
Whoa. So the very end of the article, OWL fans are now left with at least one parting gift thanks to Toronto Defiant. Team owner Adamau, I'm going to butcher that name, marked the league's dissolution on social media today with an AI-generated post showing 2 Overwatch players walking off into the sunset amid the wreckage. A circumcised dick can be seen jutting out of the garbage in the lower left-hand corner.
Oh yeah, I see that.
What?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So
what
is it?
It's literally directly under the hat. It's like a shadow, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Good job, AI. You got him. You know what? I'm all for it now. AI's here to stay.
yes,
baby.
AI. Dude, we got to start the first AI company just purely based on cocks. Like this is
Everything will have a dick in it, but you'll never be able to find it.
kind of like a Where's Waldo.
So we're going old school Disney.
Yeah, there's a step.
Exactly.
Perfect.
I know Rob was tremendously hurt by this news because he was huge on Overwatch.
Yeah. What was your favorite moment, Rob? You want to like recollect?
My favorite moment is when the Cosby Room allegations came out.
What team was that? The Golden
I'll get
State
back to you on that one.
Overwatchers.
Yeah, I want to know the team that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people have done videos on it, but I don't know what exactly just made this terrible, like, or
I like that one of the comments on this, totally to interrupt you, by the way. One of the comments on this article was mentioning that there was ad revenue on broadcast, but traditionally with sports teams, they get revenue from broadcasting rights. So what are you supposed to do for getting paid from broadcasting rights if
it's on Twitch? You
know, beyond what's broadcasted on normal channels like ABC, NBC, and whatnot, they pay for additional channels and packages like NFL Red Zone, right. I guess. Esports doesn't traditionally make their they traditionally make their matches available to view for free.
Right, right. They just stream them on Twitch.
So
or something.
Where's the broadcasting rights? And then I see here that they got in a little bit of hot water in one point of the article for Yeah, probe by the U.S. Justice Department eventually resulted in a fine and settlement over illegal players' salary caps. It sounds like this was just just doomed to fail from the
Illegal
start.
player salary caps. So like I'm sorry, the caps were just illegal in general.
According to this article, within the articleception, looks like signed above was designed to operate roughly like the salary caps found in the NFL and NBA. The government says this specific deal, however, had the purpose and effect of limiting competition between the teams in each league for esports players and suppressed esports players' wages. For example, let's see. Teams recognize that the spending on player compensation would have been higher absent the competitive balance tax, which minimizes the risk that one team would substantially outbid another for a player, which is the kind of stuff you see all the time where insane figures are being put on people. The tax not only harmed the highest paid players, but also depressed wages for all players on a team. So if a team wanted to pay a large salary to one player, they'd have to pay less to other players on the team to avoid the tax.
Interesting.
So there's a spot of tax evasion involved.
Good job, Activision.
Another point from the comments too that so like it was the same comment that you were reading, Rob, but a point is you can't get gamers to start paying for something that they had been getting for free. And I mean, how many times, like, you could play a game for years, right? And you pay, it's a free to play or whatever. Maybe you buy the occasional season pass. But then all of a sudden it's like, oh, Destiny model, you got to pay every month or whatever. Like, how many people dropped Destiny at that point? And then of course, Blizzard started modifying Overwatch itself, the game, to suit what the pros wanted, which took away from what made the game fun for casual players. So to even be able to hop on Overwatch and play it with your friends, like, I know the article is about the pro league, but it's another instance where a pro league for a game made it worse for the game itself because everything had to be pro style, and you couldn't just hop on and play a stupid game with your friends. Like, you had to play comp, you had to play the meta, you had to be sweaty as shit. Like,
doesn't this also kind of spin the face?
Nobody wants to do that. You're just going to filter out the biggest portion of your fan base like that. Because let's be real here. Most of a fan base is comprised of the casuals that are just looking to just relax after a hard day of work or dealing with.
Right. I want to go home, get smashed, yell at my wife, and be like, hold on, honey. Overwatch is on. I got to watch it.
I mean, see, the sad part is I actually would love to be that passionate about an esport or game.
Right?
I mean,
League, I tried, but it just like died. I don't know.
I mean, I like watching League. Don't get me wrong, but like
I still love watching Pro League. I just haven't followed it much this past split.
What's it called? I mean, I love watching like Evo, but mostly for like fighting games and stuff like that. So there's not really like a league per se, but it's
Evo's always a good
time. I just
time.
like. Well, I mean, I would love to have like so much knowledge on a game where it's like I can talk about teams and stats and stuff like that for a video game, but that's yet to happen for me. So,
well, Derek, there are leagues for fighting games. There's like the FGC, which is the fighting game like.
I forget what the Street Fighter one's called. It's like, isn't it just called like Fighter or something?
Yeah, so there are like, it's not leagues, but or per se, like there are subsequent tournaments and stuff like that to follow throughout the year, not just Evo, because that's where a lot of like Evo standings come from. So like there are still those things, because I mean, yeah, a lot of the competitors are streamers and stuff, so they don't necessarily compete every week like they used to. Like, you're not going to tune into a tournament and watch Sonic Fox like hopping on every single fighting game and destroying the competition like you used to for like a tournament, but they do still have regular tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the Smash Brothers Ultimate circuit, right?
Yeah, but
right.
Well, look on the bright side, guys. Maybe they can actually focus on making a fun game and repairing their reputation.
You know what?
No,
You're
it's
right,
Activision.
Overwatch,
it's Activision.
Will be great. Make Overwatch great again. That's our motto.
Well, this also, I was trying to say it before, but this kind of spits in the face of the change where they dropped it from 6 players to 5. because wasn't part of it was just like kind of to save money on the Overwatch League, so they didn't have a sixth player to. Yeah, so
no, it was literally to cut two people's mouths from yelling at you in a match. That was the whole point.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still intensely toxic.
Because that's a powerful motivator right there.
Anyway, so I just want to let everyone know that I am actually a Roadhog main, and I'm personally affected by this. I was training to get into the Overwatch League, but now
there's no point.
Now I gotta have a normal job.
To do? I basically became the hamster, and now look at this.
Oh no, I can't bet my career on a first person, whatever the hell they want to call themselves. Because Activision can't stop screwing the pooch. Now I have to go back to my 9 to 5 that'll probably have more benefits than esports ever will. Oh no, my chance at the bag.
Yeah, but
ruined.
I mean,
you know what though? I will take a month of a pro esports team's like net worth. I will take 1 month of like C9's like paycheck, like just 1 month. I don't even need the whole year salary. Just pay me a month, and I'd be living fine.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, this episode is sponsored by G Fuel.
I also want everyone to know it's completely unrelated, but I 100% scolded my tongue right before this, so it hurts a lot.
Yeah, my tea's pretty hot. I'm like scared. I'm like baby sipping this thing.
I hate scolding my tongue. Yeah, so like I feel like no one's actually surprised by this downfall because it was in talks for like years now, but
years.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was already canceled. To be honest,
I never thought we'd live to see the fall of Blizzard like this. I mean, people are still gonna probably flock to their shit because Blizz drones are gonna be Blizz drones.
I mean, like Diablo 4 did pretty well. I mean, they keep messing stuff up with that, but like it still has like a pretty steady like player base. But like Overwatch,
yeah, and they still have that WoW Classic thing,
right?
Going
WoW
on
Classic's
too,
actually
especially since they announced that they're going to be adding kata to it.
Yeah, WoW
now.
Classic's actually booming right now. But like, yeah, I mean, even with what they floundered from Diablo 4, people are still playing it. But like Overwatch 2 is like actually like dying day by day.
What do you mean?
What do you know? Overwatch got a sequel and still outlasted.
Yeah, a worse sequel
still outlasted.
Oh yeah, I mean it was like the biggest fumble in gaming history.
Yeah.
And the best part, Team Fortress 2 is free to play.
There you go. There's a game that we could play one night. Just TF2.
TF2. Just
yeah.
We'll play the Orange Box collection. You know.
Yeah, I could stand to dust off my Flock Pyro. Why not?
I would love to play that with everybody.
Yeah, I would love to just keep putting portals on Rob and just like get closer to me.
I'd like to four-player your
then
portal,
I have more
honestly.
holes to fill Rob with. Oh my god.
Well, it would be more holes for Rob to fill than
if they're on me.
Right.
Rob's up to the challenge.
I love Rob.
If you want to, yeah. I mean, honestly, come on.
U.S. Justice Department. Let's see.
7 if you want to get there. There's 7 holes already I can plumb in his depth.
Nice. This is a family-friendly podcast.
I wouldn't mind adding more.
You know it. Yeah. So, look, if there's no Overwatch League, I don't see a reason for me to play Overwatch 2. You know, it's just like I was.
Yeah, dead game. Delete it. Uninstall it, everybody. It's gone. We're done.
See, I'm on the opposite thought process. I feel like without an Overwatch League, maybe the game will be enjoyable to go back to as long as they don't keep fucking with it.
No.
But it is Activision, so they're gonna keep like
right.
Nope, they're gonna fuck with it. I'm not holding out hope for this. I thought Overwatch was already kind of mid in the first place. And then Overwatch 2 comes out, and it's just more of a steaming pile of shit.
I loved Overwatch 1. I just thought I got intensely sweaty.
Oh my god, I was highly addicted to it. Yeah, the community is what ruined that game, but like the game itself, you could play it. It was fun.
Yeah. Fun. You know what game? Derek and I still talk about this game. I still don't know why people flock to Overwatch over Battleborn.
Oh, Battleborn was so good.
I never heard of it.
If it didn't try to fight Overwatch, Battleborn was
the problem.
Gearboxes,
that
the guys
one.
who make Borderlands.
Yeah.
It was like their version of Overwatch, and it was so good. But it literally tried.
Wasn't that the game with like the dude with like the massive ass body, but like this comically tiny head?
But like it tried to fight Overwatch 1 and it just lost. Like
they came out with like within a week of each other.
Yeah, and then they were like,
and their biggest thing was like, hey guys, we have a story, and Overwatch is like, yeah, we're Blizzard.
Blizzard. Hey. Yeah, I love Reinhardt. That's my favorite character. He's got the shield and the cool accent.
I like Tracer because of her dump truck. I mean, her abilities.
even with the teleport, you can't get away from me.
I actually, unironically, I played Widow, I played Sombra, and I played Hanzo.
I one-tricked Wrecking Ball.
Well, from what I remember of me playing this, it was either it was a toss-up usually between like Roadhog, Bastion, a little bit of Torbjorn, I think. And then May when I was feeling like a psycho.
When I had to play tank,
Diva main, and then Widow and Tracer.
When I had to play tank, I played Diva. Let's go, Goons.
Ryan,
ooh, that's good.
Ryan was another good one.
I mean, I think I think people would rather watch the pornography of Overwatch at this point than play the game.
I mean, that's what keeps it alive, right? The Rule 34 community is really
Rule 34 in full effect.
Okay,
there's been some pretty
look, I know what the next like storyline in the Overwatch porn is going to be, which is like everyone's let go of the Overwatch League. Tracer's down on her luck. She needs money somehow, and there's a group of wrecking balls just ready. They are almost making a bead-like chain to go. So
I love it.
Thank you. Whoever makes that, you owe me because it's copyrighted.
Yeah, it's royalty. That's patented. GGG Incorporated. All right, if you dare try to.
Our next up and coming Pornhub director.
Neither will be co-director. Like,
dude, yeah, just like right there. Like, no, you're doing it wrong. Let me in.
Tag it. Derek, you help me.
Like, all right, hold my hands.
You're slapping his knob like a fucking amateur. Let me get in there. Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah.
And a little bit of
bingo. All right, so bon voyage Overwatch. I can't say we hardly knew you because we all knew you and you sucked. So thank you.